Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dizzy Sorcerer's Arena. So now that we've had some time with the newness being that being the new raid, Siege on Olympus, and the new legendary that came out um, in Maleficent, we're now at a place where you basically need to farm every character if you're a free-to-play player. So if you're a free-to-play player and you've been playing this game like I have on this free to play account that's almost 7 months old, um, then we're at a point where you can basically start the game and start your grand campaign with down here with Hook, and know that you're going to need Hook for something. I'll talk about Sully in a little bit, but Demona, Yzma, Sorcerer Mickey, Monterey Jack, Buzz, Hermes, Sven, Cogsworth, Ariel, Hero, Gaston, Jasmine, Syndrome, Sheriff of Nottingham, Aladdin, Frozone, Pete, more on Hopper in a little bit, Tinkerbell, Darkwing Duck, Big Bad Wolf, j- just everybody, with very few exceptions, do you need to farm. Now, I will say that there are some people that have been in this game since the game launched that you still don't need to be, that you, as of right now, the day that I'm recording this, which is the 25th of October, you don't need to farm them right now. Now, in a week, that could change because next week, later today, we're going to get the update patch notes about what's coming about the replacement for the Stitch Tower, which should be dropping next week. So that could change. Now, I will say, as of this minute, I think that it could be one of two things: the replacement for the Stitch Tower. It could be that you need to farm Sully and Randall and um, some sort of Monsters Inc. synergy to help you get Mike Wazowski. That's a possibility. It could be, I guess it technically could be, although it doesn't make sense, Anger and Jangles to help you get Inside Out person. It could be Hopper and random other new tune that they put in Farmable to help you get somebody else for Bug's Life. Or, and the way I'm leaning, is it could be, they could be putting in somebody to help you combat Maleficent. That would be Prince Charming, Aurora, whoever else from Sleeping Beauty, which is way back, which is a movie, you know, done back in the 50s or 60s, obviously. But that could be a possibility because now Maleficent is a thing, and we're gonna need somebody. When they do these, they generally just don't put in one character from a movie. Now, I say that, and we have Hopper here from A Bug's Life, and he's been the only character from A Bug's Life since the game launched. But generally speaking, especially with what we got from Maleficent, I don't think that's going to happen. Um, so it could be Maleficent, but right now we're at the point where you like. By the way, the requirements for Maleficent, I don't think anybody saw coming. Um, the fact that you would need Gaston and Yzma and all of these tunes that have been in the game for a while with the exception of Namari, to be able to get Maleficent. I don't think that anybody saw that. Speculation last month was that some people thought that they were going to put a tower in to help you, that Aurora and Prince Charming or whoever from that movie were going to help you get to Maleficent. But now that it's an event, now you have to farm tunes. I mean, you can literally, if you're just starting the game, Gaston, you need, I mean, look at all these tunes that I'm going to scroll by. Oogie, you need for um, the Summoner's Chosen for the raid now. Everybody here, you need for some event. This for the downtown villains that help you get to Zerg. All of these guys, there's a reason to farm all of them. Once again, not Hopper, but Belle, Mrs. Potts now. Mrs. Potts, you actually get a double bang because it helps you get to Beast, and it helps you get Maleficent, so you get more use out of her. Um, we don't, you know, Mordu is Mordu, and he's one of the ones that you don't need, but everybody else, you need them for something. Randall, like I talked about, not yet, but everybody else, Shere Khan, you know, Baloo's a thing, Meadow Mim's in the game. I don't know if they're going to put more Jungle Book in at some point. I don't know if they're going to put more um, Sorcerer's Stone in at some point. I would love to see them put in maybe Wart K and the dad. What's his name? I've talked about. I would love for them to put more Robin Hood characters in. You know, Friar Tuck, Maid Marian, Ellen Dale, Little John. I've talked about how I want them to put in Alice in Wonderland. That would be tremendous. I would love it if they would put in DuckTales. You know, if we get Huey, Dewey, Louie, Launchpad, Webby, the Beagle Boys, I think that would be huge. But you can literally, if you're starting out the game, you can literally just start with, so you got your team of whatever, of Sorcerer Mickey, Aladdin, Captain Hook, Sully, Ariel, and you're like, okay, who do I need? You can literally start with Al, because Al is going to lead you to Jafar, Genie and Jafar. Merida, Princess. She's also wild, so she's going to help you with the princess, and she's going to help you get Mother Gothel at some point. And she's going to help you with the Frollo Tower. Jasmine, Genie, Frollo Tower, and she's a princess. Gaston, he's going to help you get Maleficent. Kristoff, Frozen, Elsa. Ariel's gonna help. Is a princess. She's also gonna help you get King Triton. Chunk, downtown villain. It's gonna help you with the get you to Emperor Zurg. Buzz is gonna help you with getting your Toy Story crew done and getting that event done. Dan, Big Hero 6, Goofy, Sensational 6, Mickey Mouse. Maurice, Beauty and the Beast, helps you get Beast. Jasmine, Monterey Jack, gonna help you with the Rescue Rangers. Also gonna help you get Namari. Genie, the gonna help you get Jafar. Gantu, they're gonna move Gantu, but they'll help you get Stitch, and he's also oceanic. Honey Lemon, same thing with the Big Hero 6, Daisy. Big Hero with Sensational 6, Lumiere, Beauty and the Beast. Gonna help you get Quasi's gonna help you get Furlough. Maximus is gonna help you get Rapunzel. Anna's gonna help you get Elsa. You know, so there's very few. You know, the exception to the rule is Mordu, is Hopper, is Anger, is Jangles. Judy Hopps, but I think they've sit that. Well, I think what they've done with Maleficent is they said, "Hey, we gave you this roster to start the game out with. We're now at the point where we're almost ready to open up, so that you need to farm every character that has been in this game since launch." So I would say, if like you've done 2 or 3 teams and you're like, "Hey, I need a break between teams. I just need to farm somebody else who I think is going to help me in the long term," Anger. They're gonna put in. They're gonna put out. They're gonna put Inside Out in sooner rather than later. I don't know if it's gonna be this year. I think it's gonna be this year. I don't think it's gonna be until after the new year, if I had to guess, but at some point. Same with Judy. Judy, if you've been playing this game long term, you know about Judy's leadership. You know about Judy's leadership. She has an evasion for downtown heroes. She's a leader. That's what she does. Guaranteed stun. It 20% chance to perform spinning kick to apply a harmful um, up to 12% evasion here. And other than that, she's a really solid character. The problem is she just doesn't have a team. If you've played with her in Summoner Showdown, like I have, you know how potent some of this stuff can be. At the beginning of the battle, you throw this out to inflict all the slows on all the characters. Then you come back with this, and you hit, and it targets adjacents. It chains, and it does damage, and then you get the basic of the ZPD trained. That's not bad at all. I mean, Judy's a good little character. She just doesn't have a team. Um, and of all of these unfarmed, unteamed characters, Mordu, we just used him in Summoner Showdown. You know how good he is at max level. He his he has a huge health pool. You put a health stone on him, it's gonna be hard to take down. Um, but we're at the point where you need to farm basically everyone. I was really surprised when they came out with the requirements for Maleficent, and requirements for Maleficent were Sorcerer Mickey, Robin Hood, um, Yzma, Kronk. I mean, not Kronk, but Yzma, Kronk, um, Sorcerer Mickey. Like I said, I can't think of who it is. Sorcerer Mickey, Kronk, Robin Hood. I can't remember who the other two right now off the top of my head are for the heroes. But then you come over to the villains. You get Namari. You got Shan Yu, who's been in the game since launch. One of the great leaders, Shan Yu. I have Shan Yu on this account at tier 7. Gaston. Namari, who I was surprised by, because she's a newer character. Which means, hey, you need Bo Peep because, and the other Toy Story characters will help you get to Bo Peep. You need Monterey Jack and the Rescue Rangers, Frankenpants, Frankenlily if you have it, but if not, Moana, Barley, and Raya. Even though to get to Raya you need Namari, yada yada yada. So for some of you, if you're like, I absolutely want Maleficent the next time she's coming around, the next time she's come around, well, that's really easy. That's really easy. It's if you want to guarantee Maleficent the next time she comes around, you're like, hey, can you help me figure out who I need from Maleficent next time next time she comes around? Yeah, sure. I'll do that right now for you. while I'm rambling. These guys, Moana, Monterey Jack, Jack Sparrow, who you know you get passively through the thing, but you can also get some exchanges. Chip and Dale, who obviously you need Monterey Jack for. So if you want Maleficent next time she comes around, go after Monterey Jack. These I'm gonna put these five as your top priority. Monterey Jack because he's easy to get to first. Then Moana because she's a little deeper and a little harder to get to. Jack through Club Conquest and the Exchange. Barley from the Onward side quest. Those are gonna be four really easy to get to. Then start working on Toy Story to get Bo Peep, and that will give you five. If you get them all done, you get them all to 7 stars. You're gonna get Namari, and then also Monterey Jack is gonna help you get the Chip and Dale and Gadget, and then Frankenpants will have to wait and see what they do with them. But after you get Namari, Namari's gonna help you get to Raya, and then and so if you are saying, hey, I want to get Maleficent guaranteed next time, what do? These guys become your favorites. Maybe not Chip yet, but Barley, and then you work, and then you start work, and then you go ahead and put on Bo Peep, even though I don't have her open. And you do this, and this becomes your, and then also to help you get to Bo Peep, you need these guys. So if you're starting out and you're like, hey, I want to guarantee I'm gonna get to Maleficent this time. Hate to say it, but you need Jesse, Buzz, Woody. Um, then getting to Zurg, you need and probably Chunk. So you need these four. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take off everybody that I have on my because I'm going to go after. Because I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna go after Maleficent for next time. Now, obviously, I'm gonna keep working on my Wreck-It Ralph team, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm going after Maleficent for next time. So the only people that are going to be on here that are going to stay on here are my Wreck-It Ralph and characters that I need to help me to get to what's her name next time, Maleficent. So that's what I'm doing. No pain, no panic. No Mr. Smee. No anger. No honey lemon. No Judy Hopps. Yeah, so I'm literally just keeping characters on here that are gonna help me get to Maleficent. So everybody that I'm gonna have on here is gonna be who you need to farm for Maleficent or my Wreck-It Ralph characters. I need to turn this thing off real quick. Okay. So Monterey Jack, Vanellope's part of Wreck-It Ralph, so ignore the Wreck-It Ralph teams that are obviously Wreck-It Ralph. And so, you know what? Because I know where the Wreck-It Ralph team is, I'm just going to go ahead and take off the Wreck-It Ralph teams so I can just show you who you need. If you're starting from the game, if you're starting the game fresh, who do I need to get to Maleficent? Or if you're within the first couple months, who do I need to get to Maleficent? I'm going to show you. I'm going to make it really easy for you. Because we're basically in one of those SWOGA or MSF spiderwebs where you need 11 different characters to get to one legendary. And so I'm gonna make this really well, not really easy, but what? Oh, downtown. I keep doing that. Kingdom Heroes, not downtown. All right, so it's Sorcerer Mickey, Anna, Krunk, Maurice, Mulan, It was Mulan and Mrs. Potts, by the way, or the other two. So I think we have everybody from here, and then we'll go to the Kingdom Villains and get the other ones that we need, which are Shan Yu's in a good place. Shan Yu's done-ish, so we're not going to include um, him on this list. But here it is. So here's everybody that you need. And I should actually probably put Shan Yu back on, but he's right here, so because he's my best tune. So here is everybody that you need to get to Maleficent. Now, obviously, just to get Maleficent, obviously you just need Shan Yu, Gaston, Sheriff of Nottingham, Yzma, and Namari for villains. And then heroes-wise, you need Mickey, Sorcerer Mickey, Kronk, Mulan, Belle, and Mrs. Potts and Robin Hood. Now I say that because you can do these heroes fairly easily. I mean, Mickey's early, Kronk's early-ish, but Mrs. Potts, but getting to some of these other characters can get hard, and getting Namari can be one of the hardest things to get because you need Namari in order to get through that villain campaign to get Maleficent. Now you probably can get far enough and get enough tokens just doing the heroes. But the problem is if you don't know, the heroes can be. And I didn't anticipate this video being this long. I apologize. But I just want to get if you're newer to this game and you're like, hey, how do I get to these tunes? How do I get the tunes to get Maleficent next time she comes back? Mickey's in the Club Exchange. Mickey's in the Premium Exchange. Buy him from the Club Exchange if you need to. Other than that, Grand Campaign. 2I. That's where he is. Farm him until he's done. Then you have Mickey. Then gear him. Kronk. Where's Kronk at? Let's find out. Kronk is in the... Where is it? He's in exchange. He's in exchange. I know he is. I probably bought him, so I can't do it. But he's in the Club Dungeon Exchange. But he's also in 4I of the Grand Campaign. And he's in 6D of the Villain Campaign. Next person, Mulan. Mulan is not easy to get to. She's not. She's available in the Hunchback Tower Exchange if you want to do that, or she's in 6A of the Grand Campaign and 8A of the Villain Campaign. As you can see, I'm not too 8A. I'm too 6A, but I'm not too 8A. That's where she is. Next, Mrs. Potts. Mrs. Potts is a lot of places. Premium Exchange, don't buy her in the Premium Exchange. 5G of the Heroes Exchange. 5D of the Grand Campaign. The heroes are much easier to get in my estimation. Robin Hood. If you started playing this game at the beginning, you might have Robin Hood done. I have her closer than I did, but that's because on the one account I've had it since the game started. The VIP, if you want it, if you really want him, he's in the VIP. He's in the Premium. Don't buy him there. 6G in the Grand. 8B in the Hero. That's why these are black for me. And that's your hero team. Take them, build them up. I don't know. Maybe, on this account I'm doing Big Hero 6. I'm probably gonna start on this hero team just because I want her next time it comes around, and because I love Kingdom. If you've been watching this channel from the beginning, you know how much I've already invested into my Kingdom team as a whole. That's the reason my villains are here. Gaston. Gaston. He's almost 7 stars. Why is he almost 7 stars? 2D in the villains, 2A in the heroes, and he is 3G in the grand. Plus, he's in the club exchange. Gaston is super easy to get. Super easy to get. Sheriff of Nottingham. Also, almost 7 stars. 5C of the hero campaign, 3J of the grand campaign. Yzma, also on her way to 7 stars. In the club exchange, if you want to buy it from the club exchange, 2D from the Heroes Elite campaign and 2G from the Grand campaign. Yzma's also fairly easy to get. The problem is, so I obviously have Shan Yu done. Shan Yu is easy to farm. You just farm him from the club dungeon exchange period. That's it. That's where he is. Super easy to get. Namari, she is in a Namari Showdown pack if you want to get her. Good luck with that. That's where she is. Other than that, if you don't know, you need, like I said, adventures to help you get into Namari. That's why I have Monterey Jack on here. That's why I have Moana on here. That's why I have Jack Sparrow. That's why I have Barley on here. That's why I have Bo Peep on here, because Bo Peep is probably the 5th easiest to get to because she's available always. The problem is she's in the side campaign. The problem is to get her, she's in a side campaign, and you need the other people in order to get there. So you need to start farming this side campaign. Woody, Buzz, Jesse. You need all of them to be able to do 2A, and it'll tell you, well, you need to be able to do it. Woody, Buzz, Jesse, 6-star plus, Gear 6, to be able to get to Bo Peep. That's where she is. And Bo Peep leads you. Bo Peep you don't need for the thing, except to get you more Namari tokens. So that's the reason why I have the toy store down here. That's the reason I have Barley on here. So basically, if you want to make sure that you're going to be able to get Maleficent next time she comes around, Shan Yu, Gaston, Sheriff, Yzma, Monterey Jack, Moana, Chunk, Namari, Jack Sparrow, Barley, Woody, Buzz, Jesse, Sorcerer Mickey, Kronk, Mulan, Mrs. Potts, Bo Peep, Robin Hood. That's your master list of everybody that you need to farm to be able to guarantee that you're going to get Maleficent fully unlocked next time around. It's just it's just 24 characters. You've probably got till Christmas, if not after, to do this. Just pick one. Just pick Gaston. Like my Gaston, he's pretty much done. I mean, my Shiny's pretty much done. Gaston. Once he's to Gear 7, once he's 7 stars, he's done. Sheriff of Nottingham, everybody. Just like this. Once they're to 7, once they're fully to 7, they're done. And look where I am with these characters. These guys are 6, but they're not 7. Once they are at 7, once they're totally done, they're done. Then who do we move to? I don't know. Woody? Buzz? Because, these guys you need for the Toy Store event that's going to be coming back at some point, So there is another reason to farm them. Mulan, part of the Princess team, also. Aside from just being part of this. Mrs. Potts, like we talked about, part of it, you need her in addition if you want Beast. Barley. Barley's really good for raids. You can just use the Book of Yore on Moana if you happen to have them on the same team, and Moana will do tons of damage. So there's a lot of upside to farming, to going after Maleficent. To going after Maleficent. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry this has been over 30 minutes. I did not mean it for it to be. I apologize, but just keep in mind, in order to guarantee yourself Maleficent, which she's the first legendary villain in the game, the first one, and you know it's we got Wreck It Ralph back in August, maybe was it? And we haven't gotten the new legendary until now. Well, we can't say that no more because we got the Maleficent of it. Anyway, guys, hope you if you're new to the game and you decide to go through Maleficent, just grab this character, screenshot it, take a screenshot of this portion of the thing here, take a screenshot of this, and just start working on. Make like a make a favorites list like me, and just start knocking them out. Also, don't forget Chan Yu's on here too. But Chan Yu is probably these four villains are all extremely easy to get. Being Shan Yu, and then these three Monterey Jacks easy to get. Chunks easy to get. Some of these others can be a little bit harder. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna see. I'm about to go on vacation here in a couple of days, and then once I get back, I will do the 7-month update for this, which I should be doing within the next couple of minutes. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go and do that next, and so I can worry about that on the long end. But that's gonna mean month 8 is gonna hit sometime later in December. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Like and comment. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment because you know how YouTube is about those algorithms. Do you think I'm crazy? Because I am going to keep going with Big Hero 6, but we're also um, doing these guys. And we're tangentially going to start on Beauty and the Beast because we need Mrs. Potts. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Till next time. Have a good day. We'll see ya.